Hey, Dr. Coolsex here, Dustin
Alex.
in HD.
Ooh. We're here to talk about the latest Lost episode called
The Last Recruit. We just watched it for the second time.
And it's great because it feels like part one of a 5-part finale. You know, it felt like everything was moving pretty quickly and we were tying up some things.
We found out that Jack's dad was in fact Smokey in the first episode, or the third episode, first season. And we presumed it, but it's just been proven now. This felt like a finale to me because it was people moving. They were in lines, they were like walking the trail of tears. And I feel like that season 2, season 3, season 1 all had people moving a lot.
Question, do you think Saeed killed Desmond?
No, not in the slightest. Desmond is the island's constant, he's the show's constant. Without Desmond, people would freak out and want to kill the writers if they killed Desmond. He's connecting everybody. He's the new Jacob. I
think one of my favorite scenes was Desmond first seeing Claire again, and he was so creepy towards her, and she was just like, "What is this guy?"
She's very awkward. I don't know. Yeah. If I were her, I'd be like, "Why are you following me? This is not you." I would have known something was up.
You would have known he's trying to connect you to a past world.
Yeah, I would have figured it out. I'd been like, "Wait, is this like that show? Oh wait, we're in this show? Oh, wow, mind explode." What did you think of Locke and Jack's conversation? You didn't think anything. What did you think of all the uses of lines from the past? He's with you. You're with him now. He's not one of us.
I'm done with going back.
Yeah, we're not going back, Kate. We have to go back. We're not going back.
Going back. Is what he said.
A lot of repeated lines from old episodes. Jin and Sun reuniting. I didn't really care.
I kind of wanted the fences to be up.
I did too. I really wanted to see them just both like kiss and then get electrocuted, or like, you know, their minds.
And be united in death.
Yeah. I still have a theory that David's mom is Juliet.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that Juliet callback to when she said we'd get the coffee and everything.
It'll happen. Here's my theory. My theory is that Juliet will show up at the hospital to pick up David and run into Sawyer there. And they'll have some sort of moment. That's my theory.
Pretty good.
We got to see the Elizabeth again, Libby's boat, the boat named after Libby. I don't think we're gonna get that answer. I don't think we're gonna find out what the deal with that whole situation was.
I think as soon as she started drinking and driving in Hawaii, they said forget about it.
The writers just decided to forget her character existed, even though
that's why they kicked her off. Apparently,
she had a kind of an important role. She was connected to Desmond. She was connected to Hurley.
That's another thing that kind of annoys me about the show. It's like when actors like don't want to like film in Hawaii anymore, like Echo and Rousseau and Libby, whatever, and Lucia like get in trouble, whatever. Like I would have loved to have seen the show the way the writers truly wanted it, other than like bending over backwards to fit with these actors.
Smokey admitted to being Christian. I think we can now assume that he was also Yemi. Can we assume he was the horse?
Yeah.
So he can possibly turn into a horse.
And Dave.
And do we want to assume he was Dave? Because the thing is, Christian and Yemi, their bodies were both on the island. So we can assume he was definitely them, because the bodies kind of had to get there for him to become them.
Yeah.
But we don't know if Dave's body's on the island, if he became Dave. We also don't know if the horse's body is somewhere on the island. Unless Richard brought that horse with him from Spain. Which is very possible. Those guys had horses. What do you think Widmore's game plan is here? You think he's going to not help the Losties?
I don't know. I don't think he really cares of them, or he needs to keep them safe, or maybe he'll want to try to keep them on the island because he knows Smoke Monster can't leave, and also that they can't leave either, you know.
So you think he's keeping them there to keep Flock there?
Yeah, and he might think that Jack is with them, or with the Losties now, but he's not.
What's Widmore's end game? What's his goal? What does Widmore want? He just wants the island? He just wants access to the island? Does he want to reset some timeline? Does he know about the other timeline? He wants to get back to it?
There's obviously some importance about electromagnetism. I'm not sure if that's how you kill Smokey, maybe. Desmond may have to sacrifice, like Widmore said, himself, maybe, to kill the Smoke Monster.
Possibly. By the end of the show, we're going to get another, like, pretty far flashback reveal of some sort of connection that Widmore has to Smokey or something, or some justification. What, you know something, or you guessing something?
Do you know all the episode titles
No,
left?
I don't. I don't read those because they're spoilers.
You're fine.
Why, is there an episode called, like, The Beginning of the Beginning? I don't want to talk to you.
You want me to tell you?
Nope. Who else do we see? Oh, Claire and Jack finding out they're siblings or realizing it. And sideways, whatever.
If you look at David and Jack walking in the hospital, their arms are in sync for a little while, which is really funny because now like their characters are like having a good time in sync with each other.
The mini-me of Jack.
I like calling him Mini Jack.
What about Kate? You think Kate is really innocent? You think she really isn't a murderer when she says that? You think she's still just lying and running?
I don't know.
I don't really care about Kate's character anymore. The other characters I really care about at this point are Desmond,
Jack.
I don't really care about Jack. I don't really care about Mrs. Jack. Not really. Locke I still care about. Desmond, Locke, and Ben, I'd say, are my top three characters. Richard, we got his backstory because there's not going to be much more. Richard will be able to die, and that will be like his gift that he gets from something. He'll be happy that he's able to move on and be with his wife in the afterlife. Desmond's going to sacrifice himself, but upon sacrificing himself, he's going to get a bigger payoff. He's going to get something.
He's going to get to live in the sideways with Penny and with Charlie or something.
Yeah, he'll
like
live somewhere with Penny and Charlie. By sacrificing himself in there, he'll get somewhere else. It'll be some sort of big payoff.
The next episode, which won't air for
a week and a half from now,
is called, ready?
Yeah.
The Candidate.
Oh, I knew that. Was
Dun da da.
The Candidate.
Dun da da da.
So you think we're finally going to find out who's replacing Jacob?
Yeah, I think it's
Jack.
It's
I feel like
Jack.
that's the obvious answer right now, but
they're not gonna have like Miles is the it's like who the fuck cares? Like Jack is.
Lupita still has something an important role because
he's the only one who can fly the plane. I think that's why he needs to because someone's gonna be flying that plane.
That's
whether
true.
They survive or don't is
We're not going to Guam, are we? All right, stay tuned.
Oh,
Dr. Cool Sex 2 in HD.
Welcome to the future. This is the real world.
Fuck you.